the excavator again, and this time I hired ramps so that I can get down into the backyard. So far I've dug this bit out more so it's wider and goes close to the letterbox so it's not such a snaky turn. Filled in some of the dirt on this side, moved some of the dirt down this way, flattened off the hill a little bit. Now I'm going to go try and do some stuff out the back. Not going to say that I'm not nervous about it, but I'm glad that I hired the ramps. It's only an extra $50. Well, the weather has stuffed up the whole idea of using the machine anymore, the excavator. Had the ramps and everything ready to come down, then it just started raining. It's only just sort of eased off, but it says it's going to rain even more. And these ramps are already, like, they're wet. This slope isn't too bad, but I can just see myself getting the machine down in the backyard and not getting it back out. Been having a few issues with it just trying to go up the driveway, so trying to come up this slope, especially if it continues to rain, this becomes really slippery. I'd never get the thing out. This sucks. Really felt like I was getting stuff done for a change. Anyway, I'm going to clean that. It's under the carport. I'm going to clean it now while the stuff on it that has to be cleaned off is dry. And I won't have to get the gurney out to get it, because if I continued to, I'd be cleaning mud off it. Bugger it. Look at how beautiful and sunny it is now. I'm taking the excavator back, because it was due back. But I was considering ringing them and saying, like, if it's not booked out, can I keep it for the day and take it back tomorrow? Today's weather forecast says 50% chance of a thunderstorm at 3. Now yesterday it just said cloudy all day and a 30% chance of rain at 7 o'clock at night. It started raining at 12 in the day, but really lightly, and then it started raining heavier. What time was it? About 2, 3 o'clock, which was when I ended up just going, gotta stop. And even though the sun's out now, we got rain, which means that the slope down into the backyard, which is pretty much clay, could have been a little bit treacherous, even after getting down the ramp safely. It doesn't take a lot of rain to make our backyard soft, because all the rain from around the front yard just drains down into the backyard. I'm going to be looking for weather forecasts where it says multiple days of just pure sunshine and try and book it then to get it into the backyard. I've also got to talk to them about this feeling a little bit underpowered, because there were moments when it wouldn't move forward on a slope. It's supposed to act like a trail, like a tank, and you should be able to turn it around by alternating the treads. But there were times when if you were going forward with both and you stopped one, the whole thing had just stopped. Maybe the hydraulics are a little low because they're hydraulically driven by the engine. Everything's hydraulic on it apart from the fact that the engine just runs. I've got to top up the tanketh diesel on the way down, because I didn't really run it for that long, so I don't particularly want to pay for a full tank of diesel at an increased rate, because they charge $2.55 a litre, and at the moment it's only about like $2.10, $2.15 depending on where you go. Some places $2.05. The one that's on the way down, I think it was $2.15 yesterday, so I'll top it up. It should only be a couple of litres, if that. got a project that I want to do and I need to use my table saw, which stopped working. So, working on it, got it all apart, got into here. The brushes still have plenty of length, although this one is now broken because I stuck a screwdriver down in here trying to loosen it out. Although if I put that back into the casing, it will stay still. Fingers crossed. This part of the commutator is just filthy, and that's what stopped this thing from working before. So I'm going to give this a clean, put it all back together and see if it works, because I need it. The bearings are still good in it. Bit of oil and that sort of stuff as well. So you should be able to see the difference here. Like that's the way they work, covered in carbon, and that's how they should look. It stops the electricity from getting through. It's the back all glued and clamped. Just give that some time. I'll go put the slats on with the base. If it looks like I was working in a very cramped working space on this bench, it's because I was. I was trying as much as I could to not have my wife see it, because several years ago I found these on the side of the road and she's always wanted a nice bench for the yard. Taken me this long, and this is all reclaimed hardwood from the deck and reclaimed mobile bed slats. I think it came out pretty well. It's very comfortable. I mean, it's a set design style, isn't it? But just being able to spend the day getting this made. She asked me what I was doing and I said, making something. And she said, what? And I said, surprise. And she said, what is it? And I said, it's a surprise. I hope she likes it. I don't know where we said it, whether she talked about having one in the front yard, one in the backyard. But it's sturdy. Each slat is 1 metre long, so the bench is 1 metre long. I didn't want to go any longer. I didn't want to go any shorter. First I was thinking 900, so 3 feet. I needed 7 slats, so 5 for the seat, 2 for the back. I needed to make sure I had at least 7 that could be the same length. And this was the longest length that I could get out of pieces I had. I probably could have gone 1,050. That extra, well, actually 2 inches could have made a difference, couldn't it? And I got my table saw running again. It was just dirty on the inside. Had the brushes, the commutator was just dirty, filled up with carbon deposits. Cleaned that off and it worked fine to be able to rip this stuff down to 60, because that was one of my concerns, that I wasn't going to be able to do that. So that's good. Sounds like my throat's going. I didn't wear my dust mask enough.